So now you're at Sully's gym and you meet the fabulous Muhammad Ali. Talk about that.
Man, that was something else. I remember coming up the street that morning from I got finished doing some working out at Hyde Park, and then I dropped by a restaurant and did some shopping. They had a room downstairs where they would have a lock on the door, and inside they stored all their peaches and pears and all these things, their cans. And I went there and got some of them out of there. I was still hustling back then, and I was walking up with my boxing bag full of these items I had stolen, and I'm going up the street, and on each side of the street were these cars, license plates, Illinois, Michigan, Quebec, Ohio, and it was jammed. Ossington right up from Queen to King, both sides of the street. And I get to the gym where I'm living at the time, at Sully's Gym, 109 Ossington, and their people are all milling around outside. They want to see Muhammad Ali. He's inside, and so I walk up into the gym, and the place is jammed up. Remember the big cameras back then? They were lined all across, and there was a dividing line in which you couldn't cross unless you were a member of the boxing club and I went across that line, and I began to talk with Angelo Dundee, who trained the great Sugar Ray and Willie Pastrano and Sugar Ray Leonard, and he was in Foreman's Corner when he won the title again at 45. So I started telling him about himself, and he was flattered. I said, "You think I could beat the champ?" He said, "Oh, yeah." So about 10 minutes later, the door opens. They've been interviewing him in the locker room. Out walks Howard Cowsell. Behind him, Big Jim Brown, Joe Louis, and then Muhammad Ali. And the gym has about 700 people in it. And the chant starts, Ali, Ali. And I look at him, he's walking out, and I'm looking at him. And I'm looking at this guy, not a mark on it, blemish on it. Here's the heavyweight champion of the world. He fought Liston, and at that time he fought Floyd Patterson and Zora Foley and Eddie Machen, all those guys. Not a mark on him. He was so pretty, I didn't know whether to shake his hand or kiss him. I mean, that guy
You
was
sparred
beautiful.
with him. So
That's what happened.
how did it feel to punch the greatest in the mouth?
I didn't get a chance. I tell you what happened, man. He said, I heard the second day there, he was sparring with Travis Snugden first.
Yeah, I know Travis.
And so then I hear, hey kid, Angelo Dundee calls everybody kid. So I'm looking around and say, Spider, the champ wants to work with you. First thing went through my mind, I'll tell you, Rich, I don't want no part of going there. There's 700 people, paid people coming to see him every day. The press from all the world is there. And he's warned me the day before, I should whip you in front of everybody. The whole world goes to see me whip this guy named Spider Joe. He go Golden Glove champion. He's just joking around. A friend of George Chavalis, and we were. He said, "You up here spying on me, ain't you?" He was putting it to me, but he was having a ball. So I climb in the ring with him. I don't want to. You understand? I don't want to. It's like I wouldn't want to spar with you. You were heavyweight. I'm a light heavyweight. I'd get in there with a guy like you. I can't win. So anyway, we touched gloves, and he says to me, just push me in the ropes and work on me. So I'm on the rope, boom, 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 harder, harder. He said, boom, boom. Then once we stepped out, he suddenly goes, he throws one shot out. It touches my nose, just to show me he never hurt me once. And Angelo told me after, he said, you're no danger with Ali. He's probably never won a sparring session. That's just not his style. But it's something you can brag about. Yep. But when he left, I went with him for a little while. I ended up going to Philadelphia and Chicago with him, and then I came back. And lived in Windsor and went back to Detroit and got caught in the riots. But after that, that's when my switch really flipped. I just said, man, I don't want to live like this. All this violence, all this ignorance, all this anger, it was just terrible.
But that existed around Muhammad Ali. He brought it into the ring with him. It was part of the life at the time, especially the life of a fighter. Especially the life of a fighter is so well known in him. How do you get away from that violence? Ali was a peaceful guy, wasn't he?
He was peaceful. Angelo Dundee once told me Muhammad Ali might be a black Muslim, and he loved black people, but Muhammad Ali wasn't capable of being a racist against anyone. He didn't dislike people because of their color. And anybody that thought that, here's a man that was above all that. He grew up in the South. He grew up in that racism, but you know what? He rose above it, Richard, as you and I have.